Hi, this is Miss Serratis, and in this video, we're going to walk through how to complete the submission form for the Industry Connects Blinking Sign Challenge. So you're going to make sure you have your planning sheet, your flow chart, and your code. So let's get started. So where it says student's name, go ahead and type your name, first name and last name, and description of the science goal. In this area, it's about a paragraph. Just tell, what is your message about? Maybe you can talk about why you chose that message or what message you're trying to convey. Also, it would be great to talk a little bit about your animation and how it relates to your message. Next, after that, we need to add a screenshot of your planning sheet. So let's look at the planning sheet. So this is a planning sheet that was done by a former student of mine. And when I look at it, one of the things that I need to make sure gets fixed is I'm looking at this row and it looks like it's going on to the next page. So one of the easiest way to fix it, honestly, is just click on the little space and just change the font size a little bit. And when you do that, it nudges it up a little bit so I can get row 4 on the same page, page 1. There we go. It looks a little bit better. So now what we need to do is take a screenshot of this. Now to take a screenshot using your Chromebook, remember to click on Shift and Control and then the Show Windows button, which I believe is near the number 6. However, try to get it all in one screenshot if you can, or you might have to do 2 screenshots. In this case, I'm going to have to do 2 screenshots. Doing it on a desktop computer, I like using my snipping tool. If you don't have the snipping tool pinned on the bottom, just go ahead and in the search, type for the word snip. And then this is the snipping tool. You can just right click it and pin it to the taskbar. That should be an option that pops up. Mine says unpin because I already have it. And when you do that, it lives on the bottom. So here's how it works. I simply click on it. It's going to bring up a box. I just go to new. And then I just take my mouse, drag a box around my message. This automatically gets copied to the clipboard, so I don't have to do any kind of saving. I just come right here and I could do a right click and paste, or I could just do a control V to paste. So that's page 1. And now I'm going to go to page 2 and I'm going to go ahead again, do my snipping tool, new, and just highlight the next section. Go here to my form and paste again. So I've taken care of the message part. So that's the planning grid section. Now we're going to the flow chart. So here's the flow chart. Make sure your flow chart has got the ovals and the rectangles like you need, and you've got arrows to connect it. You can also make your flow chart a little bit more exciting by adding some color if you would like. But now that I've got my flow chart, I'm just going to go and do new. And I'm just going to flow chart this. Now, keep in mind that you're going to try to get the flow chart all into this text box. So if your flow chart is lengthy, one of the things that you can do is just kind of like, this one's a short flow chart because we did use the little trick about putting all the animations inside one rectangle. But if it's a little bit long, you can start looping the flow chart this way. So you can get all on one page. So now I've got the flow chart on the submission form. Next, they're asking for the link to the code. Now here's the code. Now a couple of reminders that you should make sure your code is cleaned up. So like there's like a random forever block here. I don't need that there. We're not using the forever. So make sure you clean up your code. You get rid of any random blocks that you might have here in the working area, which I know there's another random block over here. And also make sure that you add any comments. So this particular code has a lot of animation of a heart growing one dot at a time, and I've commented that. And by doing that, it saves me to have to code all of these blocks in the flowchart. So once you have your code done and cleaned up, what you want to do is you have to publish it first. Otherwise, we will not be able to see it. publish it, copy it, go to the submission form, and paste that link in. Okay, so these are the parts, but you are not done. So we now have your name filled in, a little information about your message. We've got the LED grid, we've got the flowchart, and we have the link to the code. And I know this is a good link because when you publish it, it gives you these unique numbers and letters. If you don't publish it, you usually see the word editor or editors afterwards. If you're seeing letters and numbers, you probably did the right thing. If you're seeing the word editor, then you need to go back and publish it. So last thing you need to do is to convert this file into a PDF because they're not accepting Word documents or Google Docs. We need to convert it as a PDF. Very simple. You want to go to File, you want to go to Download, and then you'll see the PDF option. So when you go ahead and download that, it'll show up on the task pane right here on the bottom. So you just go to Google Classroom and add that to your Google Classroom account. So, and then this is the form that I'm going to be turning into the online challenge. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.